Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here. We got Wack 100 chiming in on the Remy Ma and Papoose situation. Yeah, you know he know both of them. You know Wack 100 was cool with K Slay. He had an endeavor with this magazine and all of that. So Wack 100 is deeply rooted with New York. And he knows them. So we're going to see what he got to say about this shenanigans they got going on. I say that they too old to be on the internet doing this stuff, but we about to get into it. Shout out to The Answer channel. The Answer, man. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Before we get into that, make sure y'all go get a copy of Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset. Please support your boy. Hey, look, how about this, y'all? Y'all think y'all could do the 1,000 likes again? Oh, let's get this video up to 1,000 likes. I like that. I want to do the 1,000 likes thing. Let's do that. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
You can't take that, right? Every time you come up, mentions me, says anything, or do anything that I don't like, every time your current come up situation, I'ma drag you. And every time you bring your little girly self on here and saying something, I'ma drag you. Every time, Willie. I'm gonna drag.
This sound like this right up her alley. It sound like this the stuff that she's, you know what I'm saying, like. Because Papoose just started to come out. You know what I mean? He's a quiet guy. You know what I mean?
Drag you every time, Willie. Every time.
Papoose live was serious.
Hey, OG, that was a crazy line.
That was some crazy. They hit a little.
Papoose live, yo, his live been catching traction. See, being though that she always popping out, she always out in the internet. It's like, all right, we tired of her. We tired of hearing your stuff. But when Papoose, hey, look, delayed gratification. Same thing that, look, chill, ain't got nothing to say. But now when he pop up, you see how his round, he going viral. He going viral.
A little different for me because you remember, I was there when they got together, so everything he talking about, I witnessed.
Hey, you know we've been sitting here waiting for your take.
You got to remember, Papoose was signed to K Slay. He met that woman in K Slay studio. So when that nigga said, I landed overseas, and they said they arrested you, and I missed my show, and did a turnaround, that ain't lying. Landed. 12, 13-hour flight. I want to say he was in Africa or something. While he was in the air, they arrested him. When he landed, they called and told him, jump right back on the plane. He didn't leave the airport and came right back. Me and Slay telling this, you crazy. His man's numbers going crazy. They're like, yo, Pat, nigga, we just did a 12-hour run. The fuck you talking about? Bro, look, you can have somebody else belly. Let's knock the show out and then get back.
This when Papoose was saying he lost all his money chasing behind this tail. He was about to start popping too, but he wanted to go visit her. He gave up his whole career for her, bro. That's wild. Brothers out there, man. Hey, brothers and sisters, get your lust in order. Get your discipline right. Get your discipline right. Let's get it.
Going up to that prison every week. Me and Slay thought he lost his mind. Slay would invite to our parties, would come to him sometime. He'd come in, he'd be there about 30, 45 minutes and cut back home. Bro, where you going? I got to get up and drive and go see Remy. This is a fact.
That nigga discipline.
No, that nigga ain't lying. That nigga is not lying. He ain't doing no lying.
So what you think? Why you think Remy talking to him like that?
Here goes the problem, right? Here goes the problem. And I gotta watch myself when I say this because me and Pap got a long history. Remember, Papoose was signed to Slay. I was there with Pap through the Uncle Murder Wars. We got, me and that nigga got a lot of time in.
All right.
So he touched on it when he said, I was wondering why Fat Joe and nobody came to the table. Remy already had a history prior to. Pap seen the good in her. And he tried to tap into that and show her what it was like to have a man in her life. And that nigga ran to them penitentiaries for 6-7 years. And then when she came home, because the buzz was around her, instead of working on his own, I've been telling y'all, Pap wrote her, been told y'all.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Damn.
That's Pap pen. So instead of focusing on his, he seen the light was on her, so he was writing her. This why when she was like, you ain't bring no money to the table.
This basically what he been saying. He wrote her stuff. The buzz was around her. So when she got home, he invested in her whole rollout. Cars, everything. He just invested all into her. Wrote all her music. You know what I'm saying? So he was going to kind of be like her manager, but she got funky on him, was like, what? You ain't do nothing for me. This is mine. That's what Papoose was saying.
Without his pen, it wouldn't have been no money. You get what I'm saying? So, and she was wrong for mentioning his kids, though. That.
Yeah, man.
But I didn't know Easy the block captain left her in district. I didn't know that.
He left her. He left her.
Somebody told me that today. Is that true?
It sounded like him in the live when she was talking earlier, when he was telling her to chill. It sounded like him in the background.
Oh, I don't know what.
They probably off and on.
You know, so me hearing, what he's saying, it wasn't no shock to hear what she had been doing. It's the whole saying. I ain't gonna let it come out my mouth. It's Pap like a brother to me, but he know what time it is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So hearing what it take a nigga to admit been going on 2-3 years that you tried to go in there to counseling and Pap a different type of motherfucker, been doing none of that. But he really was in love with that woman.
Do you think he should have just not said nothing and kept it offline like he's been doing? Or
at some point you gotta speak.
He got to speak at some point.
R&B when Ruby had it planned and everything, that was a big thing. Topic
Because Papoose been quiet long enough.
of it does whether or not he needed to speak or he should have stayed quiet. It was a great topic.
Quiet. He ain't said nothing all this time.
Yeah, that was Lady Killer's. That's what Lady Killer had proposed.
Yeah, he hating on his girl. That's all it is. That's it. He ain't said nothing all this time. See, this the cold part about Remy's life. I heard her say, out of all he been with, he got the least amount of money. Some crazy shit like that, right? Well, what he been with ran in that penitentiary for 6-7 years? What you been with wrote you them hits?
Yeah, he done truly invested in her.
Yeah.
I don't know. What you got?
He got zero return on his investment. Dang.
Caused a lot of strain. Caught a strain with his relationship with K. Slate. Yeah, she called.
You could be with somebody and they'll just be saving up receipts and waiting for a day to expose you. Like that mean the love ain't even genuine. If you sitting up in there in the relationship and all you doing is saving and keeping record of the negativity, that ain't right. That is not right.
Caused a lot of strain. And he's still by her side. K. Slate would have definitely approved of his message. Yeah, for Pap to respond, she violated. I think she's gonna leave him alone though. She might want to leave that nigga alone. Yeah, that shit was wild. I wonder what made her trip out though.
And then she said something about, oh, don't make me expose those pictures with you laying on the couch. I'm like, man, yo, you got to think for somebody to be together. This was you taking them pictures during her marriage. Whatever pictures she was talking about and that got Papoose looking all crazy, whatever, you got to think this is your wife taking these pictures of you. So really, you got to ask yourself, what kind of marriage is that? If your significant other is doing certain things in a marriage to make you look like anything, like, yo, what? That ain't real. That ain't real. That's wild.
That interview Clarissa did with the Breakfast Club.
What'd she say?
They had asked her, when her and Pop was gonna get married, and so she said, well, we already know it's the elephant in the room, meaning, he really ain't got divorced from Remy. So, the topic of marriage kind of was off the table. And so they was like, I guess so. So I felt like right after that interview, like, I don't know if I don't know how long, but she came out and she had that long ass live. And so she made it seem like on the live that she had filed.
Yeah, I'm just looking at these facial expressions right here. I'm just looking at the facial expressions, the sticking out of the tongue, while it's silent. It looks crazy. This don't look like somebody that's just speaking regular. It's just like the licking and then doing this, doing your eyes wide and doing this and like that's, bro. This is wild, wild. Got it, man. We got to get ourselves together, y'all.
That long ass live, and so she made it seem like on the live that she had filed for divorce already, but the whole lie, she never filed for that divorce. So it was strange when he popped up online with the divorce papers or that he had filed for the divorce. So it's like,
That ain't
somebody
right.
be lying.
It's not right.
Somebody lying.
Mm-mm.
But it's giving she kind of want him back. That's what it's giving. She can say what she want, but I know if I didn't care about him, I wouldn't be opening my mouth about nobody. I don't care what we had.
Yeah, I don't think he doing that no more.
Nah.
Yeah, that's done.
And then I think business wise, they doing their own little love and hip hop stuff over the internet without signing no contracts with nobody. You know what I'm saying? If they could capitalize off this, I know that's evil, but they could somehow capitalize off of it so both of them get, because just putting your business out there and you ain't getting nothing out of it, that's wild. But then you go to love and hip hop and y'all, they all up in your business, but they capitalizing off of it. Y'all putting y'all business over. Hey, these is $1 million conversations. When y'all spill y'all tea and all of that stuff, that's $1 million stuff right there. For free. You throwing it out there for free. Well, the media capitalizing off of it, but I don't know if they are.
Over with.
Yeah, that was a wild one. I didn't expect that one. Cause Pap don't usually do none of that. That was different.
All right, y'all. Ain't much to say on this one, man.
Yeah, ain't much to say on this. It's just some more mess. It's crazy. But the good thing we could get out of it is work on yourself, like I've been saying. You know what I'm saying? Go and copy street dad, geek dad, avoiding manufactured mindset. This way, you learn how to you learn the importance of each parent that plays in the child's life. You know what I'm saying? You just won't be all stingy. Oh, this my child, my child, my child, my daughter, my daughter, my. We gotta stop that, y'all. We gotta stop that. That little girl need her father, and that little girl need her mother. You know what I'm saying? She needs them to be, on one accord. Not because that little girl got to grow up to see this online. She got to grow up to see this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.